Good afternoon. My name is Praful Bele and I'm from collegelife.com. Very warm welcome to you on our interview series, which is called Thoughts on Education, where we interview various dignitaries such as the owners, directors, and chancellors of various universities and colleges. Before starting the interview, I would request you to kindly give a brief introduction of yourself and then we can proceed ahead with the interview.
Good morning, Praful. My name is Samyak Bakliwal. I'm a chartered accountant by profession and I am the Chief Strategy Officer at Bakliwal Foundation College.
So that was really great to hear about you. Now let's go to the first question of this interview series, and that is what keeps you connected with the education sector and how has your experience been so far with the institute?
That's a really good question. So, a really close friend of mine, he's a wise man. He told me that हर चीज की एक उम्र होती है. So at the age I was when he told me this, he told me it's an age of learning, and that is the age group that we cater to in this school. But the funny thing is, a student comes in at a point where all they think about is academics, and by the end of the third year, they have to start thinking about career. But it's a smooth transition. It's not something you just flip a switch on. So that is something a child has to realize, and that's where, being a CA myself, I've been in this education loop for a long time to realize that it is not something you can ignore. Many people, they find education not a solution for things. They want resources, but they don't want the skills, and that's not the correct answer. Education is still the solution for long-term growth, and it's a very good thing that this organization has the power to provide the best service possible at the best value possible to the students.
Being the Chief Strategic Officer of Bakliwal Foundation College, what is your philosophy of leadership? How would you describe your leadership style?
I'll give a textbook answer. So there's autocratic, participative, and laissez-faire, right? So laissez-faire is let everyone do their job, and participative is kind of the middle. So in the middle of participative and laissez-faire is where I stand. What I'm trying to say is, I believe every job has a right fit of person with the right skill set. More than the skills, it's the wavelength of the organization and the staff that should match. So my job in this organization is to find that right person and give them the direction so that the organization and the person, everyone benefits at the end of the day.
How do you strategize about the key programs and plans for the marketing and administration of your college, being the Chief Strategic Officer?
So when it comes to marketing, I see marketing in two broad ways. One's digital, one's physical. When it comes to digital, we have a really solid team that is doing a really good job, and it's a blessing for me to be part of associated with such a good team. So digitally, we've been doing a really good job. If a interested student, even closely searches for it, we are there. But that is something that only gets the student to the organization. For the long-term growth and long-term recognition, I think physical branding is really important. So that comes the board, banners, and everything. So it's the whole picture that we have to look at when we're talking about marketing. And admin, I think it has to be something really logical, not something that gets in your way, but actually assists you in reaching your goals. So it's something you have to pay really close attention to and make changes as and when required.
What do you see as the greatest strengths of Bakliwal Foundation College?
So in the line of education, I would like to say we are punching way above our weight. So our competition is not who you think it is. So in this situation, it is very important for us to be strong in difficult times, and that we are. So coming to your question, the answer is sheer grit. Our whole team can handle ups and downs really easily because we have seen the tough times together, and that is really a good point for us. I'll not go to the infrastructure. It's something I would prefer everyone come to the infrastructure and see itself. But the straight answer for that is grit.
What are some of the biggest challenges you see both for higher education in general and for Bakliwal Foundation College specifically?
Skill development. Simple answer. Everyone, this is a transition. The 3-year transition goes from academics to career. The only way you achieve that is skill and networking. You need to know people, you need references, and everything comes in the 3 years. That's the whole point of having a good batch size and everything. And when you're talking about skills, it's something you need to identify what works for you that comes through all the making mistakes. The 3 years is for making mistakes, making friends, making enemies, knowing what to do and what not to do. So again, skill development is really important. The question was challenges, right? Challenges. So the biggest challenge in this industry right now is skill development. The government is doing a really good job to focus on that. And as an institute, we have to do a better job to cater to that as well.
Any suggestions you would like to give to the current youth and the aspiring students?
This is a really good question. I would like to say students nowadays, they want easy out, or everyone's just talking about packages and placement. That is something that is really important, but that comes after you have attained a value that you can provide to the organization. So again, it comes down to building your skills and building your network, because at the end of the day, you have to provide something to the organization you are joining as well. So simple way to say it is, don't be afraid to make mistakes, and don't be afraid to do the small work that you consider, because that's when you learn the most about what you want and what you don't want.
It was a pleasure to have you and to listen to your views on our interview series that is Thoughts on Education. I thank you on behalf of the College Junior team and I wish you all the very best for your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you. You too.